We're going to have a very interesting time today because I am talking about the 10 things that I no longer buy as a plus size personal stylist. Hi, my name is Oralia. Welcome. I'm so happy that you clicked on today's video. I am a personal stylist. My passion is to help plus size women look and feel their most beautiful, elegant, and luxurious selves. We all deserve to look and feel beautiful regardless of size. Part of that, of course, is shopping, and that's a lot of what I do here on my channel is I haul things and I shop for things. I want to scour all of the retailers that are out there to find clothing for plus size women that will help them to look and feel beautiful, that are going to be quality pieces. And generally I tend to veer towards very tailored things, things that are going to last for a while. And that's what this list is all about. I don't want you to misunderstand though and think that I am throwing shade at you if you do buy any of these things on this list. If you buy anything or participate in anything that I have on my list, please don't misunderstand. I don't mean you any offense. This is my own personal list of things that I've stopped buying since becoming a personal stylist, or practices that I have stopped using since becoming a personal stylist. I just wanted to share this with you today to show you or give you a little bit of my perspective when it comes to my own personal wardrobe. And if you glean any inspiration from this, then I'm really happy about that. So before I do jump in though, I would like to take just a minute to say thank you so much for all of you who have subscribed. I recently hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm overjoyed and I feel so proud. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. I know I've picked up a lot of new subscribers in the last maybe 4 or 6 weeks. So welcome. I hope you are enjoying my content. I hope that you enjoyed this video as well. Let's go ahead and dive into today's content here. I've been phasing synthetic fibers out of my wardrobe for probably the last year and a half. I try to be very mindful of what I'm bringing in, but lately, in the last few months especially, I have really been doubling down on that, and I won't purchase any more synthetic fibers. When I did my Quiet Luxury Essentials video, which I will have linked in the description bar below if you haven't watched it, I talked about quiet luxury or old money aesthetic. I prefer calling it quiet luxury actually, because that's more what I align with versus that old money aesthetic. One of the things about quiet luxury is that you value natural fibers and high quality clothing. That doesn't always mean that it is a large price point though. You can absolutely find natural fibers at really good price points. Even H&M and Walmart carry really nice things, and we'll talk about them in a little more detail here in just a moment. What I'm getting at here is that synthetic fibers are not made for the long haul necessarily. They're going to look bad after a couple of washings, which leads me to the fact that synthetic fibers are not sustainable either. They are very impactful to the environment. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and purge all synthetic fibers out of my current wardrobe, because I do happen to have a few pieces. As I am culling my closet, which I try to cull my closet quarterly, as I cull my closet, anything that is of a synthetic fiber that I'm not wearing anymore is going to go out, and I'm not bringing any more synthetic fibers in. It's all going to be natural fibers from here on out. I'm really now hyper focused on making sure that what I'm bringing into my closet, and for the most part onto my channel, I'm trying my best to kind of bring that here to you as well, to avoid any kind of polyesters. But sometimes, you know, it's unavoidable. All of that aside, this is one of those things that I have made a conscious decision that I am no longer bringing into my own personal wardrobe. I am no longer buying low quality clothing. It used to be that I would buy something and not even consider the quality of the piece, and then it would wear out and I would throw it out. I was turning things over fairly frequently in my closet, but not because I was being mindful about it, but it was because I was just buying things that weren't well made. Now I am very, very cognizant of the quality of the article of clothing, because the higher the quality, the better it's going to look and the longer it is going to last. And going back to my earlier point about places like H&M and Walmart, I always check the quality of the piece, because you can find really, really great quality at places like H&M and Walmart. You just have to dig a little bit. Same thing with Mango. And when you find that really good thing, grab it. You can find some really high quality on the high street. Just take a really close look at the clothing to see that the stitching is good. It looks and hangs well. You know, all of those things that we look for in a quality piece of clothing. That also doesn't mean that when you have something that's designer and super expensive, that it's really well made. No, designers make shitty stuff all the time. You just have to be super mindful, again, as to the quality of the piece, and don't just make the assumption that because it's a designer piece, it's going to be great. Not always. Also, I no longer buy things because they're inexpensive. Don't get me wrong, I do love a bargain, but it's only truly a bargain if you're gonna actually wear the thing. Don't buy it just because it's on sale without thinking through, can I wear this 3 different ways? Or better yet, can I wear this 5 different ways? You don't want to impulse buy. Take a beat. Ask yourself that question. At the very least, ask yourself that question. Don't buy it just because it's cheap. That includes Shein and Temu, guys. Things are so inexpensive. I have to stop and ask myself, why is this so inexpensive? Is it crappy quality? Is it crappy materials? When I see Temu hauls and I see the low price points, I just shake my head, because I'm like, somebody somewhere is paying for that in some way, whether it be labor, animals, harmful to the environment. Whatever the case may be, there's a price associated with it. So even though you can get yourself a pair of earrings for 50 cents, why? Why is it so cheap? All right, I'm going to jump off of that soapbox. As I've gotten older, I have noticed that I am really going more minimal in my style. That includes really toning down the prints and patterns that I wear. I used to love to wear florals in really bold colors and just bold configurations. I thought they were beautiful, and they are very beautiful, but they no longer align with my own personal style. My personal style actually made a huge shift after I became a personal stylist. I found that I was more drawn to very tailored and classic styles with a bit of a feminine twist every now and again. But truly, I love things that are minimal. I found myself craving neutrals. I stopped really investing in a lot of bold, colorful prints, especially. I no longer wear big florals. Even in the last spring season, there were so many beautiful, bold florals out there, and even some geometric prints. It was beautiful to see, and it was fun to try on and wear for you here on the channel. But when I thought about how it worked into my own closet, I realized that it didn't. A lot of that stuff I didn't hang on to because it didn't align with my personal style. And it's because I find that neutrals really make me happy, because neutrals are so rich and beautiful. Of all of the things that I brought in that were patterned and floral this past spring, I only kept the floral that was a neutral, and that was a dress from Old Navy that had a ditzy floral in like browns and beiges and, black and ivory. That was when I realized, you know what? I'm not about the bold floral anymore. I used to be. I loved florals. I loved things that had bold pattern and print and all of that. But now I am not a maximalist anymore. As I get older, I am definitely leaning more minimal. One-hit wonders are those garments where you can only wear it one way or in one occasion, or you have to buy things to make it work in your wardrobe. So it's those things that are just not very versatile at all, like occasion dresses, like a ball gown or something for a gala, you're better off renting that because you're only going to wear it once. I should have rented my wedding dress because I only wore it one day and only for a few hours, and it brought me so much stress. But that aside, it's not worth it to buy a ball gown unless you attend galas on the regular. And who here does that? Not me. You're better off doing a rental that's a lot more sustainable. It's just a lot more economical to do it that way. So I definitely stay away from one hit wonders. Like I told you, when I would buy things just because they were on sale or because they were a really good price, that's a one hit wonder. I maybe could incorporate, or I would have to buy things to make it work. When it comes to trends, they are important to your wardrobe. I'm not going to deny that. I do like trends, but you don't want to have a closet filled with nothing but trends. I no longer invest in more than one or two trends a season or a year sometimes because it's fun to sprinkle them in. And it is that 80-20 rule that I've talked about, where 80% are your wardrobe essentials, you know, those building blocks that create a beautiful wardrobe. And then 20% are trends. They're like the sprinkles on the ice cream sundae, you know, they're the fun stuff that makes things interesting. The caveat to that is unless it's a classic that is having a spotlight moment. That means that you can wear that in your wardrobe no matter what. You know, it's something that is classic, like leopard print. A couple of years back, leopard print was all the rage. This year, it is not so much. Doesn't mean that leopard print is out of style. You can still wear leopard print and look fantastic. It just means that it's not having a spotlight moment. This vest, for instance, is another thing that's trending, but it is something that will work in my wardrobe whether it's on trend or not. It's those things that are classic pieces that are just, you know, trending, and you can absolutely fill your closet with those if you want to. I'm talking about like the dopamine dressing or like the platform shoe, which is a fun trend if you want to participate in it, but know that it's not going to be here for very long. I started phasing out costume jewelry, I think it was November, December of 2021. I made the conscious decision that I was not going to buy any more costume jewelry, that I was going to phase it out of my jewelry wardrobe. This is one that I started phasing out and have pretty much eliminated at this point. Everything that I have as far as jewelry is concerned is either vermeil or fine jewelry. I really wanted to curate a jewelry wardrobe that would serve me for many, many years. They are an investment, absolutely, even vermeil. I really don't buy plated jewelry anymore either. I tend to lean more to vermeil and or fine. The next thing that I no longer buy and or wear is bold, colorful makeup. I started out on YouTube in beauty, so I was doing all of the makeup, you know, and I really enjoyed doing colorful looks. I enjoyed doing looks with glitter and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I love, love, love colorful makeup looks, and I watch beautiful women here on YouTube, a handful of them, that do really great colorful looks, and I love it. I live vicariously through them. I enjoy watching them putting together all of these beautiful, beautiful makeup looks. They look gorgeous and fantastic and amazing, and takes my breath away sometimes when they swatch the really super glittery stuff, you know. But me personally, lately especially, I have really gone to a minimal makeup look. I have probably about maybe 50 eyeshadow palettes still that I have not decluttered from my collection, but that declutter actually is going to be happening soon. The way I've decided to do it is I'm going to keep my favorite purple palette, and I'm going to keep my favorite green palette, and I'm going to keep my favorite blue palette. And I've got one palette that's actually coming in that I placed an order for from ColourPop. It is the Going Coconuts palette. I have been wanting this palette since I first saw it maybe 2 years ago, maybe longer than that. I ordered it finally because when I was looking at what I normally wear, I was really hitting my bronzers hard for eye looks. And the Going Coconuts palette is very much that neutral brown color story, but they've got some really pretty neutral shimmery shades in there as well. That includes lipstick. I've got enough bold red lipsticks to last me a lifetime. I don't need to buy any more, and especially because lately I have been leaning to a my lips but better kind of lip. And I don't know that I will veer from that anytime soon, but you never know, because when it comes to lipsticks, it's all about your mood, right? And right now my mood is that, but I could change at any time. Anything bold and colorful, I'm not gonna invest in anymore. One of the other things that I no longer purchase are non-structured bags. I can't handle a bag that doesn't have any structure. I really can't. It drives me nuts because it's really hard to keep its shape. It just doesn't work for me at all. I just feel like things get lost in there. I mean, it's bad enough that things get lost in a structured bag too, but when you're dealing with a bag that doesn't have any form to it, it's just even worse. And so I have decided that I am no longer buying any bags like that. I've got a couple from Coach that I got that I hang on to because, you know, sentimental value for me. I really like those bags because I got them at a certain time or they were a gift. Yeah, I'm all about the structured bag these days, even my briefcase or my tote bags, or they have an insert to help them keep their structure. And then the last thing that I no longer buy is pencil skirts. I used to love pencil skirts. I lived and died by my pencil skirt. I did, especially when I worked in corporate, but I looked at myself really closely. I think it's probably because I see myself on camera all the time. And anytime I would wear a pencil skirt, I just didn't feel like it was the most flattering shape of skirt on me. I really, really feel that A-line skirts or circle skirts, you know, big flowy skirts are much, much better suited to my particular body type. A sheath dress is different. Pencil skirts is what I'm talking about here. I just didn't feel that they were very flattering on me, looking at me from the front and looking at me from the side. And so when I watched playback of myself in pencil skirts, I was like, this is not flattering at all. Why do I keep wearing these? Why do I keep talking about these as far as like things that I love personally? So pencil skirts, I have not bought a pencil skirt in well over a year. And I actually got rid of all of my pencil skirts but one. It's just not in alignment with my personal style anymore. Honestly, if it's not a pleated skirt or a A-line or circle skirt, then I'm not gonna wear it. So yeah, pencil skirts are just not my jam anymore. I'm gonna leave you with this video here that talks about how you can continue to look stylish even though it is blazing hot outside. So make sure to check that out. There's a lot of really good information there. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you in that video. Bye.